I've got a fraction of the audiences that these other people have, and yet every time I come out of the gate with a project, I pass them. Why? Because I don't keep slum niggas, dumb niggas, or bum niggas on my team. I don't have any clowning, clapping monkeys. You got some black folk on YouTube right now crying and boo-hooing and singing the blues because YouTube has cut into their money that they were making for advertising, and a lot of them are actually highly exaggerating how much money got cut, by the way. They are highly exaggerating it. But they've taken a hit in revenue. And now they're seizing on it as an opportunity to say, hey, I've got 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers, 400,000 subscribers. Let me ask them to contribute. Can't get 1% of them to give anything. Got 300,000 subscribers, can't get 300 of them to donate to you. So what that tells you is out of 300,000 subscribers, my God, 99% of them need to go. 299,700 of those 300,000 people need to leave. They are worthless and useless. And I wouldn't be bragging about having them around. And what YouTube did was simply expose how worthless and useless your audiences are. The Black channel has never, ever put up a donate button. Never asked people to help us be here next week. And you would think that the masses would be thronging to us and say, hey, this is the real dude over here. The rest of these folks is phony. This is the real thing. But we don't sit up here and appeal to the coon contingent, and unfortunately in black society, that's the majority. Can we just tell the truth like it is? The intelligent are the minority. The coons are the majority. The problem is coons don't pay no damn bills. If you don't have a white person backing you like Tyler Perry, if you don't have some white folk to ring the bell and say, all right, coon niggas, show up at the theater, you're not gonna make no money off these clowns. And they're not gonna stand by you. You see, I've told you all for years, if you look at a man's bank account, I will show you what he believes in. Show me a man's bank account, and I will show you what he believes in. And these folk got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, supposedly, assuming that these are not fake robots or fake accounts. Assuming that those are all authentic people, and most of them may be or may not be. But the bottom line is, clearly, not very many of them are interested. Whether they're all real or not, clearly, nobody's really interested in you like that. Do you all understand that I was able to get more people to show up for Gentrified in Atlanta than these people have been able to get to donate to them on Patreon or PayPal or GoFundMe or anything else? Do you all realize that? You should be examining yourself if the message that you are putting out is attracting worthless people. Is this thing on? You need to really re-examine the message that you are putting out. If 99% of the people who show up on your channel or your videos are useless people, because if the people who show up for you, for the most part, are useless, then that means the message you're putting out is probably useless too. So you shouldn't be surprised, because the people who show up for you are worthless because they consider what you're talking about to be worthless. Now, please be aware, a lot of these folks are severely exaggerating just how much they got cut. But they were trying to send out feelers to see just how dedicated their audiences were, and they saw that the white guys were able to get tens of thousands and had fewer subscribers. You had white guys with 100,000 subscribers getting 5,000 and 10,000 on Patreon. White guys with 200,000 subscribers getting 20,000. And the black folk can't get $1,000. Struggling to get 1,000. Begging to get a stack. Now, I'd like to go on to one other thing here. Don't feel sorry for any of them, because these are individuals that they made it clear that they did not want to deal with what we talk about over here. They were not interested in that. It was too highbrow. They didn't want to work with us, because the problem we have is the white YouTubers work together. I did a video about this a few weeks ago. The white YouTubers are more resilient financially because you're not fighting just one of them. But these other folk here with 100,000 and 200,000 and 300,000 subscribers, they didn't want to fool with the black channel, because they were afraid that if we came into their circumference, that we would overshadow them. So they let it become something petty, because they're trying to pretend that they're about black folk, and instead they're about themselves. And all it took was YouTube to say, okay, sink or swim on your own. Now they're begging for money. But understand, they did not want to cooperate. They didn't want to collaborate. They don't want to work together. They want to stand by themselves. And now they're all standing by themselves like a group of bums on a corner begging for money. That's all that's happening. Now, let me be very, very clear to you all. Let me go ahead and blow the whistle on these YouTube folk here, because I've got videos that are monetized. And I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to monetization now, it fluctuates. Unfortunately, I do have to say this. It fluctuates wildly. If you get 100,000 views in a month, you could make anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. It fluctuates that wildly. You could be making anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. So for every 100,000 views those people get, they got at least 1,000, maybe 3,000. If they got 1 million views in 1 month, they may have taken home anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000. These niggas been making $10,000 to $30,000 a month for years. And now they're trying to cry poverty. This is what happens when you don't have an exit strategy. You don't have an escape plan. You don't know how to get out of the war zone. You all wonder how in the hell all these black drug dealers went broke. The niggas on the internet doing the most complaining about the black drug dealers going broke. These are the folks had the exact same financial practices. You could drop a bunch of money on them and they end up the same way. They was at the club, they were at the shoe store, they were doing everything else except reinvesting it, saving it, making sure that they didn't have to come back. Oh yeah, I'm blowing the whistle. I'm telling you exactly what they got. Don't let them fool you. I'm telling you right now, as a person who has monetization, I know exactly how much they're getting. That's why I could tell you all that certain fraudulent niggas were not getting as much money as you thought. But just understand something. These people were taking home anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 a year, and now they're crying poverty. No, let evolution take its course. They're buying weaves, in some cases buying wigs. Okay, in several cases buying wigs. But no, you see, they didn't want to cooperate with other black people. Because you see, they were afraid that other black folk, they understand when they're in a superior presence, like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I got my little congregation. And my congregation helps me get caked off lovely. So I don't really care about what's going on anywhere else. I don't notice these niggas didn't want to collaborate with anybody until YouTube told them, okay, we're cutting the spigot off. Now they're talking about they want to collaborate. Now they want to get together with people. Now they want to cooperate. Ain't tried to cooperate in the last 7 damn years, but now they want to cooperate. Oh, hell no. Ask them where they've been collaborating before now. That's what the white YouTubers did. You don't see any of them doing that. They never have. Now they've got and now they're trying to collaborate. Here's the problem. It doesn't matter if you get together as a group if you're a worthless group. And it's a damn shame that you have to publicly come out and admit that most of the people you have following you are worthless. And I'm kind of interested to see where this will go. I mean, like some of these chicks who are begging for money and begging for subscribers, I'm wondering how soon the ass shaking videos are going to come up. I'm just keeping it all the way real. I wonder how soon it will be before they flashing the ass. No, what I'm saying is when you run out of ideas, you resort to what you are and you revert to what you are at heart. So I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm just saying I wonder if it will happen. I wonder if it's going to go down like that. How long is it going to be before they start strip teasing? How long is it going to be before they get them some outfits that let their breasts hang out a little bit more? How long will that be? Now, that's going to be kind of hard for the dudes to do. The guys aren't going to be able to do that so easily. Fellas, that's not going to work for you. The Black Channel has never been a huge place where we made tons of money. We are evangelists. Everybody who is here is on a volunteer basis. And what this proves is that I'm a whole lot better at finding true believers than the average internet clown shows out there are. You're pretty good at finding flunkies and bum niggas, but you haven't been able to find true believers. And I would like to say to you all tonight that I am honored. I am honored to have the people that I do because they are true believers. They believe in Dr. John Henry Clark. They believe in Malcolm X. They believe in Marcus Garvey. They believe in Dr. Ben. They are true believers. They ain't just sitting around because they want to get entertained. Everybody who talks to me, for the most part, they want to know when we're going to take some action. I give them a place to take action and things get done. You opened up your damn... Understand, here's what the real problem is. The real problem is that a lot of these folk on these internet, on these YouTube channels wound up getting exposed. That's the problem. Now, I don't know if they're buying views or if they're buying subscribers. I don't know if that's what they're doing. But I am saying that what happened was they got exposed. I love crowdfunding. I think crowdfunding is one of the greatest things ever for social status. Because it's a whole lot of niggas out here getting draws from females they should not be getting. Because they can talk their way up on some ass on the internet. But what I love about crowdfunding is that they are going to report to the people what you actually got. And what they'll show you is a fellow who can get 200, 300, and 400,000 subscribers can't get nobody to give him no money. So it really calls into question just how influential are you? When a nigga got 100,000 subscribers and can't get 7 people to show up at the damn Holiday Inn. I had 7 people show up to hand out tickets for Gentrified. I had 7 people show up just to hand out tickets. These folk can't get 7 people to show up to give them $1. They call people to show up in person. You could put them all in an SUV. Drive them around town. I showed the damn video. I ain't got to prove nothing. I got the video up. You can see it on my Facebook page. Parking lots full of cars. Because we attract real black folk. Not slum niggas and dumb niggas looking for a laugh on YouTube. I have fought tooth and nail to filter those people out. And what we're now seeing is that that was the right thing to do. Now that YouTube is no longer giving you a crutch, because let's be clear, that was a crutch. If you got 400,000 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers, even 100,000 subscribers, you should be able to make plenty bread off of that as is. You should be able to get your own advertisers. You shouldn't need YouTube to donate advertisers to you. If you really are that good, and if you really are that popular, and if you really are that relevant, and if you really are that valuable, you should really be able to get your own advertisers. You really should be able to do that by yourself. You shouldn't need anybody to spot you no YouTube money. You do need them to spot you that if you're not really that relevant, not really that valuable. No wonder you were scared when people told you that you needed to talk to us. You were afraid. You were afraid that you were going to be overshadowed. And you were right. You should be afraid. But now you should be afraid of the bum niggas who are just going to leave you out to dry. Now, I don't really believe that's going to occur. Understand, some folks are getting their Oral Roberts on, okay? Some of them are getting their Oral Roberts on. For those of you who don't remember the televangelist Oral Roberts got on TV and he had told people that he needed to get like, was it $5 million or $10 million? He told if he needed folk to donate $5 or $10 million, and that if they didn't do it, that the Lord was going to take him. Did you hear me, one? He told people on national television on his church program that if they did not contribute, I forget the amount, it's been decades now, $5 or $10 million that weekend, he needed to get it, and he needed to get it now. If I don't get it now, God's gonna take me. Now, I have educated you all about the first rule of hostage taking. And my day one people, you know what the first rule of hostage taking is. What is the first rule of hostage taking? When you decide that you're going to jack somebody up, we're going to take them hostage. What is the first rule of taking a hostage? The first rule of hostage taking is to point the gun at the hostage and not yourself. That's the first rule. The first rule is make sure you're pointing the gun at the hostage and the hostage's head and not yours. How are you going to hold other people hostage by threatening your own life? Now, I want you all to be aware that's not really what's going to happen. You're going to hear these folks sit up here and they're really asking for modest sums. So they're really trying to get folk to just prove that they got some kind of pull. But I'm just going to blow the whistle on you right now. If you got 200 and 300,000 subscribers and you can't get 1% of those people, 1%, to give you $5 a month, as far as I'm concerned, you are illegitimate. How the hell is it you got 200,000 subscribers and not even 1% of them thinks you are worth $5? Not even 1%. Not even 1%. I'm going to tell you the truth. Team reflects leadership. They live in cities with movie stars, but they can't really go get no work done themselves because they tricked off all the damn money. Because if you're getting $10,000 a month, everything on you should be on point. Can I get away with saying that? You don't have a regular job. All you do is put together some YouTube videos. If YouTube is spotting you $10,000 a month, every time we see you, you should be like Kim K. You should be like Janet Jackson. You should be like Kenya Moore. You should be on point every single time you are seen. And I challenge any of you to tell me that these broads have been on point every time you've seen them. I don't even want to talk about the dudes. I don't even want to talk about them. They're self-explanatory. So I'm going to be the first one to tell you all, this is coming from Jason Black. This is coming from the director of 7 a.m. and Gentrified. This is coming from the guy who gave you the videos that explain to you how to make a film, how to do a successful crowdfunding before I ever touched it, and then went out and executed it to prove to you that I wasn't guessing my way through this. This is the guy talking to you right now. Don't give them niggas a penny. Don't give them a penny. They are making money. What they're trying to do right now is they're trying to make more. And they see that the white guys are doing it, and they know that the white guys are stacking it too, because the white guys, yeah, YouTube has cut down on how much you get, but they still getting a pretty good amount. And they see that the white guys are making up the shortfall and actually making more than they probably were going to be getting before. And they're like, well, hell, I got that many subscribers. Why shouldn't I go for the money too? That's the game that's really going on. They're really sitting up here saying that, well, this is another revenue stream, and let me see if I can get folk to just donate me money. Because they see clown frauds on the internet and coon frauds on the internet and white folk doing it. And they're like, well, hell, they can go pay their child support, I can pay mine. I got babies and children running around here. I can give me a little extra money. And what they're upset about is that they publicly got humiliated. That's what they're upset about. Niggas done had patron accounts up for 2 and 3 years and can't get $1,000 a month. You got 100,000 and 300,000 subscribers and can't get $1,000 a month. Done had a damn patron up for years. Can't get nothing. No, you let them fly on their own. If they actually can come to you with something that is valuable, you do that. But they're making money on YouTube. YouTube did not turn off the monetization. YouTube simply limits what gets monetized. I'm talking about as far as the advertisers. Is basically letting the advertisers choose where they want to be. And if your channel is not valuable enough to get a decent number of advertisers, then maybe your channel just doesn't need to exist. Maybe your channel is a drag on the economy. You all just need to understand there's a difference between supporting a project and supporting somebody's lifestyle. When somebody is telling you, we need you to give every month, you need to start asking them, what the hell are you doing every month?